Welcome, and today is about decision making. The topic is about decision making. How many of you face some dilemma whenever you want to make decisions? How many of you feel I don't want to make any decisions at all? Better to be still and not make a decision. And did you know not making a decision is also a decision? So I'm back with this great book, and today's chapter is about decision making. Focus on what you want by Darius Foru, and I'm Veena BK, your spiritual happiness guide for corporate moms. And every day I'm sharing one of the chapters, and this chapter is a bit lengthy, and it is about decision making. I'll read from the book. First, I'll start with a quote about making better decisions. We must concern ourselves absolutely with the things that are under our control and entrust the things not in our control to the universe. This is by Musonius Rufus. That was the quote, and this is letter number 19 on making your own decisions. How often do you decide to go a certain direction, whether that's in your career or personal life, and you end up deviating from where you wanted to end up? And how often do you let other people allow your decision making? For many of us, these two things are interconnected. For example, we want to pursue a creative career, but we let our partner or parents talk us out of it. Instead, we take a job that is considered desirable by others. Too many of us listen too much to what others say and think. In our endless quest to please the people in our lives, we become the product of what others want. So, the author advises, once you undertake to do something, stick with it and treat it as something that should be carried through. Don't pay attention to what people say. It should not influence you in any way. This is really hard to do in real life because people are often quick to share opinions, right? That is the dilemma we all face. When you're still in the decision making phase and you're looking for feedback, it is good to have input from others. But let's say you've already made a decision and you share it with someone you love. What usually happens? If you go to bed that night second guessing yourself, something is not right. You are letting other people get in your head too much. It's difficult to find a balance between being open to people's advice and being indecisive. When you want to please everyone in your life, you end up harming your own sense of self-worth. I'll read it again. When you want to please everyone in your life, you end up harming your own sense of self-worth. It is a form of suffering. You don't have to do everything for yourself because that is the recipe for ending up alone. But every person in life must also make their own decisions when it comes to personal matters. This includes things like who you spend time with, what type of work you have, whether you want kids, who you want to have a romantic relationship with, and so forth. You don't need to let others make the decisions for you when you're deciding on things like that. Decide to live your life as you think is right while keeping your own morals and principles in mind. Decision making should not lead to suffering, but to lasting inner satisfaction. It is a matter of balance and taking charge at the same time. There is nothing better than deciding to do something and then actually doing. So this was great advice, but I know this advice is quite complicated. Like to suddenly overnight you can't become that kind of a person. This is my input I'm adding here. This is not by the author. So I finished reading the chapter, and my input to you is, or my thoughts on this I want to share with you. It is not as easy for us to change overnight. It is not a instantaneous thing which happens, but it is a process to become the kind of person who is having conviction in his or her own decisions. And though you listen to other people, you gather the information from other people, but you decide ultimately what you want and you will stick to your decisions. That will not happen just like that. It will take some time. And the first and foremost thing which is important is you at least allow yourself this mindset that yes, I can take my own decisions. Start telling yourself that I can take my own decisions. Let me try with small decisions. Let me try in a small area of my life, a small thing which I want to change with my decision. And then gradually you can build upon that. And one more suggestion I would like to give, because this is the transformation I experienced with my coaches when I went for mentoring. Usually, coaches are the one who help you get clarity. First of all, clarity is most important for decision making. In one of the sessions, one mom told, see, all of us know our goals. We want something, but there's no clarity exactly what we want, how to achieve it. That is missing. So, similarly, for decision making, also, if you are with a coach who can just hold that space for you, who can give you the various alternatives, see, you'll be thinking in your head and your brain will get heated up and you get stuck in that circle of confusion. But when you're working with a coach or mentor, suddenly you get different perspectives. You will feel bold enough or courageous enough to take your own decisions, and that support is very, very precious. I'm speaking from my own experience. So just think about it. And yes, if you need me, I am here to help you. Please ask your questions, doubts. Please put your thoughts in the comment, and please share this video with your loved ones, with your friends who may benefit by listening to the nuggets from this book. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Bye bye.